Hello, good morning. Today we are going to discuss about what is called the greatest common divisor and also a C program based on our concept. Supposing the numbers we are considering are positive two numbers 16 and 24. Only two numbers I am talking about. So if you say what are the divisors of 16, this 16, the divisors of 16 are 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16. And when you take the divisors of 24, divisors or the other word is factors. The factors, divisors or you can say factors. But very frequently used word for this exercise is GCD. So the divisors of 24 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12 and 24. When you take these two, the common divisors. So 1 is a common divisor, I have listed here. 2 is also a common divisor. And then after 2, the 8 is the common divisor. 4 is also a common divisor. So these are the 1, 2, 4 and 8 are the common divisors, out of which the greatest is 8. And hence the answer for 16 and 24, the 8 is the answer. So what is the procedure and how do we do this? But very important thing is the greatest common divisor of any two numbers cannot exceed one of the two numbers. Either it will not exceed one of the two numbers. We clearly say that it will not exceed 16. Because out of these two, the smaller is 16. Therefore, the common divisor, the greatest common divisor cannot exceed the 16. So, what is the method and how we are going to do find the answer for any two numbers? So, generate natural numbers 1 to any one of the two numbers. For example, I have taken the number 16 and 24. What I do is I generate the natural numbers beginning with 1 to that number. The maximum natural number which divides both is the GCD. So, and the GCD of any two number does not exceed any one of the two numbers. 16 and 24 if you take, it will not exceed 16. So, the natural numbers 1 that divides both the natural numbers which divides both 16 and 24. So let me take an example. If my numbers I am going to consider are 16 and 24. I say m is 16 and n is 24. The natural numbers what I am going to generate for my sample case is I am going to generate from 1. So 1, first I am generating 1 divides 16 and also 24. So this is a common divisor. Till now this itself can be taken as a GCD. But the next number what I generate is 2. So but 2 also divides both 16 and 24. Now this is not my GCD. Now this will be my GCD. Again I have to continue this process. Then I generate 3, but 3 does not divide 0. 3 does not divide 16, but 3 divides 24. But 3 is not a common multiple. 3 is not a common divisor because it is not divided. Therefore, don't consider this as a common divisor at all. Coming to 4, 4 divides both. Therefore, this can also be a common divisor. But 5, coming to 5 does not divide, therefore don't worry. So 6 doesn't divide one number, therefore it is not a common divisor. So this is not a common divisor. This is also not a common divisor because it's not, and this is also not a common divisor. But this is a common divisor because both are zeros. So all other numbers which I am considering, they are not common divisors. But out of all this, the common divisors are 1, 2, 4 and 8. So out of this 1, 2, 4 and 8, 8 is the greatest common divisor. So let us see how we develop a program for this. So first what we do is, in the process, first as a C program, I am saying that it is a program for GCD, program for GCD of two numbers. I have commented out. They have taken two numbers mn and a variable called GCD and one variable I for generating the natural numbers. So first my statement is prompting you to enter any two positive numbers, and then you accept the numbers. Then, however, this is redundant, it's not required. Even if it is there, no problem. First you start generating the natural numbers beginning from 1 to any one of the numbers. So here I have taken 1, initialize it to 1, and I said I less than or equal to m, I plus plus. And if any I which divides both m and n, then that can be considered a GCD. That can be considered as a GCD. And this will go on recording the value of GCD. And first, when you see our program, when you are running the program, the first GCD, what it takes is 1, because 1 divides both. Then next time what GCD it takes is 2, because it divides both. Then the next GCD value will be 4. And finally, when it has come to 8, the GCD will be 8. So once it is 8, again it cannot be any other change. So this is how the GCD for any two numbers is generated. However, there are a number of other approaches, but this is what exactly in line with what you are teaching in the classroom, and the same method I have used for developing the solution. Thank you.